So South Metro Fire is a joint powers fire department between the communities of South St. Paul and West St. Paul. We respond to both fire and emergency medical calls throughout both communities. In 2021, we'll do approximately 7,000 calls, with the majority of those being EMS calls. We have 42 personnel on our fire department. 41 of us are emergency response personnel, and then we have one administrative professional. Shortly after I became chief in March of 2019, I had a captain and a firefighter coming in my office. Both of them indicated that they had suicide plans. When they came into my office, I had no idea where to turn. They don't teach you that when you go to school, of what to do when someone comes in your office and says they want to commit suicide. So that's where I really identified that's where we have an issue in our department. And what we needed to do was find a program that would enable our firefighters to get the tools and the skills to be able to deal with that, so we could get them help before they got to the point where they were ready to commit suicide. Par 360 is a program created for firefighters by Dr. Margaret Gabian. The purpose of the program is to give firefighters the skills and abilities to deal with the trauma they see when they respond to emergency medical calls and fire calls. So what Par 360 does is it gets ahead of that and gives us the ability to cope with those things, to identify when we're having issues and to seek help prior to getting to a point where we can no longer function as a firefighter. And it really matched what I was trying to do, and that was give my firefighters the tools to deal with any of the calls that they may go on, and to be able to identify when they need help, and to make a culture shift in our fire department where it was okay to talk about issues. I would like to thank all of our city leaders and our board members for their cooperation in getting a mental health program in place for South Metro Fire.
I think is the best decision that we made was saying yes to our chief, saying yes to the idea that he saw a need and we could solve it by just saying yes. What was scary to me was not doing it, because if we didn't do it, if we didn't listen to the chief, we would be in such a different place. And what I'm really excited about is that we have it in place. And so now every new firefighter that we badge coming through is going to experience this program.
I think our firefighters were ready for a change. I can remember when I started, you didn't talk about these things. You just bottled it up, you went home, you didn't talk to your family about it. And we've really made a culture shift, and I think the fire service is ready for that. We're ready to let people talk about their mental health issues so that we can get them healthy and back on the job. My advice for another fire chief that was trying to implement a program is be open with your own struggles. If the chief is willing to do that, it sets a precedent that everybody else can do that also. It also shows that the department cares, and that when people do come forward, they won't be retaliated against, they won't be held back for a promotion. The department's going to work with them to get them the help they need.